I was once one of, when I was young, 36 now, but when I was young, like you guys, I attended here and we had a good time. You guys been on any field trips yet?
Yeah.
All right. That's good. So, my name is DuBois. I'm a community activist. I'm a youth mentor, right? I'm a father of 3, right? I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a professional barber, right? I own my own barbershop. I believe in working for yourself, right? Taking a percentage of the money you make, right? Your profit, investing that profit to make a bigger profit, and doing it over and over again, creating multiple streams, multiple sources of income. This is how a small group of people compared to the majority live their lives, which we call the good life, right? Self-sufficiency plus ownership equals freedom. And we all want freedom, right? You guys want freedom?
Yes.
Freedom to come and go as you please, right? And live the best life that you can live. So I have an organization, a non-profit called the W.E.B movement, as you can see on my shirt. I see you got a wristband, my brother. Yes, sir. So the W.E.B movement, right? The mission of the W.E.B movement is to spread peace, love, and unity throughout all communities, utilizing education, mentorship, and community activism. W.E.B movement, right? We believe in order to create real change in our community, we first must unify and come together on the same accord. Because if we look at the world today, right, we can see that the majority of us are lost, divided, and unaware. Why? Mainly because we do not know who we are, right? One of the greatest jewels you can give yourself is knowledge of self. Knowing who you are and where you stand in this day and time. So I got a question for you guys before we start. Any of y'all like money?
Yes.
Who wants some money? Who wants $20? Alright, so check this out. I got a question for y'all. Whoever can answer this question, get the $20. I want y'all to really think hard about this question, alright? Y'all ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to start with here, and then I'm going to make my way in the back. What is the most powerful thing that you have? What is your greatest asset? I'm going to start with you. What's that? Yeah, it's only one. I got one answer, one right answer. What's the most valuable, what's the most powerful thing that you have? Got it, buddy. Could you tell him what you said? He said your mind. Right? Who is going to say your mind? Hey, I ain't got all that money on me, but yes, so your mind is the most powerful thing that you have, right? And always remember, you got to feed it with valuable information, right? You guys like to eat, right? What's your favorite food? Chinese food, tacos, right? Look at your mind as a muscle. It always wants to feed on something. So if you feed your mind with garbage, what you gonna get? If you feed your mind with healthy, good positivity, what you gonna get? All right, exactly. So always remember, your mind is the most powerful thing you have. It controls everything, right? So I'm gonna talk a little bit about my story. It'll be brief. So, I grew up right here in Springfield, and I didn't grow up the best, right? I grew up in a household with 8 siblings, right? My mother worked a lot. So as a child, you guys' age, I spent a lot of time by myself. There wasn't a lot of programs in my neighborhood and in my community like that you guys are in right now. So in my younger years, I spent a lot of time by myself, so I had to figure things out on my own, and I made a lot of mistakes. I grew up in a rough neighborhood, right? So I was around drug addicts, people selling drugs, and being in that environment, that seemed cool to me because I didn't really have nowhere else to look to. So I got a little older, 14, 15, 16, I got involved in the streets, right? Started selling drugs, right? Messing with the guns, messing with the girls, all the stuff that come with it. And eventually I, got locked up. I got caught. I got a bus, they got us. So I was, I spent a lot of time in jail. And you guys ever been in prison and in jail?
Yes.
Listen, that's not a place where you want to go, right? So, hold on 1 second. So, I spent a lot of time in jail, right? And as I was sitting in jail in my cell, it gave me time to really think about my life and where I wanted to go. And at this time, I had my youngest son, which is 17 now. I was only 16, 17 years old. So, I had time to think about my life and what I wanted to do. And that's when it clicked to me. That's when the whole wake up came in. And I woke up, I started reading, I started learning, and I'm like, wow, this whole system was set up for me to fail the whole time. So even though I was out there, they was watching me the whole time. They were just waiting to, catch me. But I got out of jail and I said I'm gonna change my life around. I got back in school, got my GED, I attended some college courses. College wasn't for me, so I started cutting hair. Oh, that's another thing, I'm a professional barber too, right? I think I said that already. So I started cutting hair because when I was young, like I said, I was alone a lot, so I taught myself how to draw. And I said, if I know how to draw real good, that means I can cut hair. So that's kind of what inspired me to start cutting hair. So I started cutting hair. I was able to get in school. I was able to get in the barbershop with a mentor. And I just started cutting hair. I started cutting hair, and then things started getting better. I started volunteering at community centers such as like this. And I used to do music, so I expressed myself through the music, just sharing my story, just basically trying to wake up my people and say, hey, look, we can't keep doing this. There got to be a better way for people like us. Because one thing we got to understand is that the system is against us, especially if we black. So, but like I said, what's the most powerful thing you have? Your mind. Through your mind, you can get through anything. So yeah, that's a little bit about my story. Like, I started cutting hair, I do DJ on the side, and I'm all about entrepreneurship. I'm all about self-sufficiency. I'm not the guy that really work for the man. I like to work for myself. I like to get up and do what I want when I want. You know what I'm saying? Definitely need discipline for that. But that's a little bit about my story, right? But I wanted to talk to you guys today about self-investing. Any of y'all know what self-investing means?
Self-investing means like thinking for yourself.
Thinking for yourself. Great answer. Clap it up for that. Great answer. What's that?
Like you don't have other people depending on you, like depending on you.
Exactly. Exactly. So we all want to be rich, right?
Yeah. Yes.
But it's not about the money, it's about the mindset. Think about it. You see these rich millionaires, right? How are they able to sustain their wealth? How are they able to sustain their wealth?
By putting in the work.
By putting in the work? By investing? By using their mind. So this is what happens. The millionaires, they have a millionaire mindset. So what happens if they lose all of their money? What's going to happen?
They're broke.
They're going to be broke? That's not the right answer. Go ahead. What happens when they lose all their money? Remember, they've been rich most of their lives. What happens when they lose their money? Go ahead. They can't pay no bills?
They have a broke mindset.
They have a broke mindset? Go ahead, go to bed.
They don't know how to take care of themselves.
Go ahead. They in debt. So those are good answers, but that's not the answer. So the answer is, if they lose all of their money, they're going to get it right back. Why?
Because they're rich.
No, not because they're rich. Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly, because they already had the $1 million mindset. So don't chase the money, don't chase the clothes, the cars, the girls, chase the knowledge, all right? So that's all I want to share with y'all today, right? Karen Tabar, Wake Up Movement. We do a lot of programs. I have a Reading is Achieving program, book club, where we teach financial literacy. We read out of a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and it's all about financial literacy. We take young kids out in the community to real businesses and expose them to what a successful business looks like. So our last session, we took them to a car dealership shop. We took them to a tire shop. So you guys are able to learn how to properly change a tire. We took them to a car detailing shop. You guys are able to learn how to power wash, how to shampoo. You guys might not think, but these are six-figure jobs, right? They make a lot of money even though it's not advertised, but you know, being an entrepreneur, starting your own business, you can actually make a good living for yourself. So how many of you guys want to be entrepreneurs or businessmen? How many of y'all want to work 9 to 5? Nah, yo, that's called the rat race. You don't want to be in a rat race. Any of y'all know what the rat race means? Yes, yes. So you guys know like the hamster on the wheel that's running and running? He's using a lot of energy, but is he going anywhere? That's the rat race. That's the 9 to 5. That's why it's not bad for you to work a 9 to 5, but have a plan. So you take a percentage of the money you make, like I spoke in the beginning, and you invest it into an asset. Any of y'all know what an asset is?
Yeah.
What's an asset?
Asset is like goals.
Goals? No. What's an asset? Who wants some money? Who want another 20? Hey. I didn't get it. So look, what's an asset? Nah, that's all. That's all I have. That's all I have.
Oh, you're bragging on.
So look, I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket. A liability is something that takes money out your pocket. So like I said, you could work a 9 to 5. Let's say, look, I got a 5-year plan. I'm gonna take a percentage out of my paycheck and I'm gonna invest it into an asset. An asset could be stocks. An asset could be real estate. An asset could be vending machines. An asset could be anything that's going to bring you back more value, right? You don't want to just work and work and work and not have nothing to show for it. That's stress, you know? A lot of our people are stressed, you know? I can't really go to my parents and say, hey, I'm in a bind. Why? Because they messed up too, you know? The 80s era, you know, the 90s era, the crack era. You know, that really messed up our community. So I'm on my way to be a first-time millionaire, first-generation millionaire. So, you know, it takes time. But I know through knowledge and reading every day, studying, I'm going to get there. So that's what I want to encourage you guys, because you guys are a lot younger than me. So if you guys start now, 10, 20 years from now, don't forget about me, all right? Y'all ain't gonna forget about me?
Yeah.
All right, don't forget about me. So, yo, thank you, man. Clap it up. Clap it up. Hey, before I leave, I want to talk about what are some of the things that you guys like. Like, what do you guys like to do for fun? What do you want to be when you get older? I want to know. What do you want to be, man?
I want to be like Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant? You got the Mamba mentality? You work hard? Do you work when no one's looking at you? You know, Kobe's mentality was like, yo, listen, Kobe Bryant's mentality when he was done with the game, what he did. When he was done with his game, what did Kobe Bryant do? When the game was over, where did he go? What did he do? He went straight to the gym. So if you want to be like Kobe, you got to have that Mamba mentality. You got to work really hard. What do you want to be when you get older?
Pizza.
Who, me?
You don't know yet? That's all right. There's so many things you can speak about. What you want to be?
I like swimming and I want to be
Soccer player. You got to work hard. You got to work hard. You got to work hard. Can't eat, you know what I'm saying? Donuts at night. You got to be really on it. Protein shakes. You got to be on it. You got to be big like my brother Cordell. Like, yeah, you got to be working out. Right? What you want to be when you get older?